Cowboys rookie Donovan Ezeiruaku is really starting to become a game changer for this defense. Now that he's alongside Quinnen Williams, Osa Odighizuwa, Kenny Clark, many others, Davion Clowney, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, right? He's starting to become a really reliable player. Now, to begin the season, he was really good at creating pressure on the quarterback. I mean, he's got 22 pressures this season so far, which is really good. But one area that he was struggling to start the year was his ability to get to the running back and help stop the run. But as time has gone on, he is starting to really develop in that aspect. And right here, he's lined up in that 7-eye on the inside shoulder of the outside tight end. And we're going to see him get a one-on-one with the tight end. Now, these are matchups he should be able to win. You're going to see him engage and then immediately get his eyes on the backfield, right? Trying to understand where this ball is going and then where Ashton Genty's going. You're going to go up the A gap. Are you going to break this up this gap? Are you going to bring it to the outside? We have to read and react to what the running back is doing. So as we initiate that contact, watch him rip this guy off him and then boom, go make a play in the backfield. These are the things that I want to see more of because it is going to be crucial, right? The Dallas Cowboys, and I'll show you guys right now, they are currently ranking. Let me take that off the screen. They're ranking 23rd in the NFL when it comes to yards allowed per carry. They're ranking 24th when it comes to rushing yards allowed per game, and 21st in rushing touchdowns allowed per game. If they can start being a little bit more consistent when it comes to stopping the run, they are going to be one hell of a defense. So we're going to break down some film. I want to show you how he is developing so far this season. Before we dive into it, make sure you guys hit the like button. Comment down below P2 if you would like me to break down maybe another player, whether it's Overshawn or it's Shamar James. Just let me know in the comments. We'll put a part 2 out very, very soon. Let's dive in. Really good play here by Donovan Ezeiruaku and probably the entirety of the defense. Now, for whatever reason, the Raiders just come out on a stupid play call. They're in 13 personnel. Okay, if you guys don't know personnel, we can break it down really quickly. You could have 13, you could have 12, 11, 21, 22. The first number is always going to represent their running back in the backfield, 1, right? Now, the second number represents tight end. We have 1, 2, 3 tight ends here to the left side of our offensive line. And all we're going to do as an offense is toss this thing to the outside. Now, where can that go wrong? I believe they're going to jam him up to the inside. They're going to pull this guy to the outside. And we're just going to contain the edge, right? As Donovan Ezeiruaku, our job here is to ensure that he doesn't get to the outside shoulder. We have to lead him back to the inside because that's where our teammates are. And if he doesn't want to get to the outside, then guess what? They're screwed. Now, the design of this play is to open up as if we're handing the ball off this way, okay? We want these linebackers to overcommit in the wrong direction and create like a one-on-one opportunity to the outside with Donovan Ezeiruaku. However, the Cowboys don't bite on it at all. They play it absolutely perfectly. This is why you add Quinnen. This is why you add Kenny Clark, because this is what they can do. But again, look at Donovan. Instead of getting to the football, he contains the outside, right? Make sure, hey, there's nowhere you can go. You can't turn back. He's trying to get to the outside, and they get a 3-yard loss now. Very close by Overshawn there to being a late hit. And no, he's good. He's good. But still, great job by Ezeiruaku. Contains the edge. Doesn't overcommit too early. Perfect job. That's what we want to see in run defense. Now, before we get any further into the video, I do want to say really quickly, make sure you guys are also subscribed. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Cowboys throughout the entirety of the season. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, not only on this channel, but my main channel as well. I'm going to do a Siobhan Revel video very, very soon. That might come out on the main channel, though, so stay tuned for that, and let's keep going. Once again, he gets lined up in a 9 technique where he's on the outside shoulder of Brock Bowers. Before the ball is snapped, he's going to kind of move to a 7-eye to the inside shoulder. But once again, they're going to get this handoff to the outside. He engages with Brock Bowers, who is actually a really good run blocker for the most part. And he engages. Again, eyes are on the backfield. Which way is this running back going? To be a good run stuffer or a run stopper, you have to be able to understand the ability to read, react, and then attack without overcommitting, right? Because if we overcommit to the inside too early and they break this to the outside, well, now we lose containment and they get a big play out of it or a big chunk. So right here, he's engaged. He rips through, right, and goes and helps makes the tackle. Yeah. Now, yes, they do pick up 4 yards on this play, but I just love his ability to fight through these blocks, right? Be able to see where the ball's going, see where the running back breaks, and being able to disengage whenever he wants. That is truly what defines a good run stuffer, okay? And a guy who can be effective off the edge, stopping the run. So I do think these are huge signs of development for him. Hasn't been amazing throughout his career so far. I know it's very, very early, but the first 2, 3, 4 weeks of the year, even week 7 and week 8, was not really good when it came to stopping the run. And I feel like it's coming. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. This was definitely one of his best weeks in terms of being able to get off blocks and stop the run. Monday Night Football is officially here. We got Packers, we got Eagles. Should be a really good game. At least in my opinion, it's got that potential. Now, I'm having so much fun on the Sleeper app. I can possibly over 1,000x my money every single day on this app, and it has been so much fun so far. And I kind of wanted to share you some of my picks before we do so. Now, you guys can see them, but if you use my promo code DUBS, you see it right here, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100, which means if you put in $100, they're going to give you $100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It is a steal, I would do it just for that. Now, take a look at my picks. I'm going Saquon Barkley, more than 50 rushing yards. A.J. Brown, more than 40 receiving yards. Jalen Hurts, at least 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, more than 200 passing yards. And Romeo Doubs, more than 40 receiving yards. It's all lower than you may think, and I think it's safe. 30 to win 63. Not too crazy, not too wild. Let me know what you guys are doing for tonight. Are you going big? Are you staying safe? Let me know, and let's get back to the video. Now, he actually reads this play very well. We're going to get a halfback draw late up the middle. You're going to see him kind of overcommit to the outside shoulder, and that's usually exactly what offenses want. They want these edge rushers to be way out here as they hand the ball up the middle. 2 less guys you kind of have to worry about. Also, because delayed, they want these linebackers to kind of drop back into their zone, creating just a little bit more space for the running back to hit the gap. So as they fake it, you see linebackers do a really good job staying very patient, right? They don't overreact anything. They just sit here, they wait, and then boom, late handoff. But go back to Donovan Ezeiruaku here, gets to the outside, and then boom, he kind of reads it perfectly, gets back to the inside, disengages, helps make a tackle. I believe they pick up 1, maybe 2 yards on this play. But again, I don't know what happened. And I know the Cowboys or the Raiders have a terrible offensive line. I get it. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you would rather see him succeed in a game like this than fail. Okay, and that's just the truth. If he failed during a game like this, we'd be sitting here saying, wait, is he good? Is he going to be good? Is he developing? I don't know. He just went up against a terrible offensive line and did nothing. No, but he actually had a pretty good game when it came to stopping the run. And I thought that was very telling. Overall, I thought he had a good game. In terms of getting to the quarterback in this game, he wasn't great. But a reason for that is because Quinnen Williams, listen to this, guys. Osa Odighizuwa had 8 pressures in this game. Quinnen Williams had 7 pressures in this game. Jadeveon Clowney, 6. James Houston, 3. Kenny Clark, 3. Dante Fowler, 3. Sam Williams, 2. They had 34 pressures in this game. That is unbelievable. Let me see. How many snaps? There was 34 passing snaps max, like for a defensive player. 34 pass rush snaps, and they had 34 pressures. That means they were getting pressured on almost every single play. Let that sink in. Obviously, they still have a lot of work to do. They rank 31st in the NFL in points allowed per game. That game versus Green Bay did not help at all, but they do need to get better defensively. Let's just be honest. And I think adding Quinnen Williams, adding Logan Wilson, getting Malik Hooker back, getting Shavon Revel into the lineup, Overshawn, I mean, these are going to drastically improve this defense, and this is the one number I want them to improve on the most, is that QB sack percentage. You can get pressures, you can do all that, but getting to the quarterback, forcing bad throws, forcing interceptions, that is going to be huge. So definitely need that to be a little bit better. And overall, their turnover margin just has to improve a little bit. So we'll see if they can get better. I do want to end the video there. I just wanted to kind of break down, Ezeiruaku's ability to stop the run. Their offense is great. Hey, 29 points per game. Number two offense in the league right now. So very focused on this defense. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Peace.